From an admissions perspective, you may be very different than who you think you are. And that's why we really want to keep it. It's not who you really are, it's who admissions thinks you are. So we really want to keep this sort of like in perspective. We give you the admissions perspective of who you are. We basically will help you do a SWOT analysis on you. And we'll tell you your strengths are here, your weaknesses are here, and here is really you should be applying, here you should be marketing yourself. So we do this all with you, and we do it with your help. We do a lot of talking, and we really get to know you very, very well in a short period of time. Similar as an admissions person would do. They want to get to know you very quickly in a very short amount of period of time. The next thing we do is help you develop really a comprehensive strategy to help you achieve your application goals and to really make your application stand out from the masses. We talk about that. We talk about product differentiation. You are the product, and differentiate is the only place to do it is in your applications. And we help develop a strategy to make you stand out. We take your best experiences, your best goals, and really we help you with everything. We help you with the stand out for the masses of candidates. And there's a general rule that basically only about 10% of all applicants that come, applications that come to the door are considered outstanding. Another 10% are considered very good, and around 30% are considered awful. So we want to make sure that sort of like in a strategic point of view that your application stands out, just from a strategic point of view within that top 10%. At your applications, we work with all aspects of your application. We work with your essays, your resumes, your recommendations, your interview skills. Really, and all the different components to really make yourself stand out. And every single part of the application we consider to be, quote, I'm losing the word, sorry. Every part of the application that you can control. So where your effort and energy really can control the output and the quality of what you submit. Another thing we call it current. It really, as we talked about a little bit earlier, we really stay current on admissions trends. We know that sort of up-to-date information about what's happening in the admissions cycle with admissions committees, what they're looking for. We can tell you what type of business schools are looking for different type of candidates this year, whether you fit the type of candidacy profile or not. So we really current our information, and we really tell you it's current because you may be barking up the wrong tree. You may be applying to the types of schools that really don't want your type of candidates. For instance, this year Harvard really kind of has a penchant for younger type candidates, and people over 30 have very limited chances of being accepted. That shouldn't mean you shouldn't apply, but that really goes in with sort of with an open mind. Okay. The next thing is competition. An increasingly large number of people are using admissions consultants. If you were applying to business school 5 years ago and you used an admissions consultant, I would say you get a huge advantage. Now, if you use an admissions consultant because so many people are using them, I think you still have a slight advantage. But I think on the reverse side, if you don't use an admissions consultant, you're at a huge disadvantage. And the last thing that we do is really we keep it's a very stressful time. Let's say we talk about the stakes being very, very high. We really keep your sanity and stress really to a minimum. We keep you focused. We try to keep stress to a minimum. We try to keep you sane. A lot of people have really panic attacks, and they have all types of problems. We really keep you focused. And I tell people you're your best friend, your worst enemy, and your biggest advocate all rolled into one. And you will learn that very quickly if you work as an admissions consultant. We want you to get into business school. So if we're helping you, we like it when you succeed. But you also realize in order to succeed, you have to do well in your applications, and the best way to do that is really keep you sane and really keep the stress down to a minimum. So, and we also want you to know at the end of the day that when you're handing in your application, you're handing in the best piece of work that you could possibly do. And that's of critical importance. It's really important when you're handing in the work, you're saying you have no second thoughts about, oh, I could have done better, or I could have invested more time with this, or I should have gotten more feedback, or any other regret that you might have. So we keep you, once again, really keep those types of things which generally result in lost time and lost energy down to a minimum. We keep you really focused on the end goal here, which is getting into grad.